Hello, Easter Saturday, clearing up everyone else's mess. I'm delighted we got the vote, really, I am. Although that does bring me on very nicely to something that's really irritating me, which is Bridget Phillipson, who obviously has been in the papers a lot for VAT on education, but she is also the Minister for Women and Equalities. And as I'm sitting reading a few newspaper articles about how it's not just kids that aren't getting their first place, second place or third place in state schools as primary offers come out and secondary offers are coming out for September. No. It's children who want to go into nurseries. They're not getting places either. And the reason they're not getting places is, it's really flipping obvious. There are very few nursery places available because since Rachel Reeves imposed national insurance and national minimum wage hikes, then the nurseries, whose biggest outgoing is of course their staff, can't afford to pay their staff, so they're having to cut staff, so there are less staff. So it doesn't matter how many free hours you get from the government, which of course we know isn't free, it's massively underfunded. And whilst they're underfunding the private sector, they're also telling everyone they're rubbish and money grabbing. How dare they want to actually cover their own costs? So they're trying to deride an entire industry so that everyone has to go state, whether you want to go state or not. But because the government says so, then we must do what the government says. Never. We have all of that going on, and there's kids, there's parents all over the country at the minute going, I don't know how we're going to get to work. We've got kids going to different schools on different sides of towns. We haven't got a nursery place for this one. We can't afford a nursery place for that one, and there isn't a state nursery place for this one. And in all of this, it comes on the backdrop of Bridget's second job being Equalities Minister for Women, and I'm sitting there going, hang on. Why are we so massively underfunding the nursery sector and the women that run it? Now, if you have a look at what your starting salary would be to work in a nursery, and let's be honest, we all want our children to go to a nursery where the people looking after them are qualified, don't we? That's kind of quite nice. If you're going to look after a child, you sort of want to be qualified. So you have a look at their starting salary, and it can be 16 grand with a level 3 NVQ in childcare. If you want to go on a building site and work on a building site, you can start on 32 grand and have a level 2 NVQ. Now, I'm not saying everybody that works on a building site is a man, and I'm not saying everyone that works in a nursery is a woman, but we don't need to be completely woke about this. That's kind of what happens, isn't it? So our Bridge, in making it almost impossible for private nurseries to survive, is pricing out of the market women. What are we going to do? Are they going to leave their nursery jobs and go and be builders because they can earn more money for less qualification? And I am not judging building, far from it. But what I'm saying is you can see, surely, we can all see the glaring unfairness in this. And this entire industry, and if you look at how many people run, or who the people are that run nurseries, they are mainly women. So their businesses are going bust because the government is making it nigh on impossible for them to run a business, and also going bust in the most hideous way because, like private schools, they are nasty, evil creatures for daring to want to actually run a business to look after your children. Who does that? Who wants to do something with professionalism and the highest level of experience and the highest quality resources and the highest possible effort that they could possibly put in to look after people's children? How dare they? Who do they think they are? And I'm reading all of this and going, do you know what, Bridge? There's not a single sector of society that you are not pissing off right now. If you've got young children, it's nurseries, then you've got primary schools, then you've got secondary schools, then you've got the state system, then you've got the private system, the independent system, and then you've got women. Who's left? Sausage? I know you're barking. Come on. This is about the only thing that you haven't irritated yet, but I'm sure you'll find a way to tax miniature dash hounds. That's going to be in Rachel Reeves' next thing, isn't it? We've taxed absolutely everything else in sight, so let's tax miniature dash hounds. What do you say, Sausage? Yes, quite right. She would bark and bite. Just thought I'd share all of that with you. It got my goat.